Welcome to DX Course 3. In this final course, we will be going over taxonomy, working with listing pages, working with landing pages, introduction to link accessibility, accessibility site scans, URL redirects, and Google Analytics reports. Let's begin with what taxonomy is and why it is important. Taxonomy is a way to organize content into specified categories. It's one of several methods the DX platform uses to sort content created in the site. Using taxonomy is also helpful for the public to have an easier time locating different pages on your site based on which taxonomy that piece of content has been tagged under. For example, we have this news content type, and we have created a release notes taxonomy so that the platform will not only sort all news content within that tag when that taxonomy is selected by a user, but we can also create listing pages or automatic list to only show news types with that tag. The agency manager can access the current default taxonomy within the structure button link at the top, then selecting Taxonomy. Link within the drop-down menu that will appear. The current list of default taxonomies includes topics, location type, news type, i.e. press release, standard, proclamation, document type, event series, event types, and lastly division/section, which is a taxonomy that can be used to help sort content type so each agency is aware which content is for their agency and which is for another. This is helpful for sites that have multiple agencies under one website page. There are two ways to add taxonomy terms. Method 1. Using the Structure button. Navigate to the Structure button. Hover over Taxonomy to reveal a drop-down with available vocabulary types. Click on the vocabulary type you want to add a term to, e.g., contact type. Click the blue Add Term button. Method 2. Using the Taxonomy button. Click directly on the Taxonomy button. A list of vocabulary names will appear. To add a term, click the arrow beside the List Terms button and select Add Term. Editing taxonomy/division. To add, delete, or edit terms. Navigate to List Terms for a full list of available options. Click Edit in the Operations row to change the term's name. The Edit page will appear, allowing you to make changes. Once saved, all content tagged with that taxonomy will automatically update across the site. Now that you understand how to create taxonomy vocabulary and terms, it's time to put them into action. Once the taxonomy term is created, you can now use that taxonomy to tag the content on your site. This can easily be done by going to the Edit section of that content type or micro-content type. From there, you can navigate to the taxonomy topic, term, or type, and select the one that you would like for it to be sorted within. The system will then be able to automatically sort that content for you through a listing page. Let's go over what listing pages are and how it is used. The listing page allows editors to collect buckets of content together into one long list using taxonomy terms that has been added to the content pages. These might be used, for example, for a news feed or newsroom page of all past news items, or a long list of all basic pages assigned to a specific topic taxonomy. For example, the training playlist is a listing page of all basic pages with the topic of training. Since this sorting is done automatically by the system using the taxonomy that the content has been tagged under, it helps to simplify the management and presentation of large amounts of similar content. You can create a listing page by navigating to content within the navigation bar. From there, select Add Content. Then lastly, select Listing Page. The different types of listing pages that is available include listing page of basic pages to collect and display basic pages. Listing page of How Do I to collect and display How Do I content. Listing page of events to collect and display events. Listing page of news to collect and display events. Listing page of locations to collect and display locations. Listing page of contacts to collect and display contacts. If you want to be more specific, you can choose to only show certain types of things within your chosen category, such as topics or types like event type or contact type or location type. With listing pages, they are automatically set to sort content or media from newest to oldest, but you can sort content in alphabetical order by selecting the checkbox, Sort Alphabetically. If you would like to further customize your sorting using the taxonomy, within the Show Only draw boxes, you can pick which topics, event types, areas served, or divisions you would like to appear within the listing page. You will just need to make sure you have those content pages tagged with those specific taxonomy. Let's talk about landing pages and how it is used. Landing pages help users navigate and introduce topics related to the website or content featured on the page. Landing pages help users navigate and introduce topics related to the website or content featured on the page. Use the landing page content type to quickly highlight various topics. The landing page content type is different from other content types like a basic page. Landing pages use the entire width of a page, instead of just the space set aside for side navigation like within the other content page types. To create a landing page, you can navigate to the content button, and then from the drop-down or from the window that selecting the content button directs you to, you can select landing page. Another reason why the landing page is different than other content type pages is because with a landing page it has two different editable sections, one being the edit field and the other is the layout field, which is a collage of smaller, micro content placed on the landing page. The landing page edit field includes the header of the landing page, can have a hero image. After the landing page is created and saved, the layout section will then appear when you navigate back to the edit section. In the layout section, you can use the drag and drop functionality instead of limiting your work to a text editor box like in the edit section. Let's learn how to add micro content to a landing page. To add or edit the micro content part of a landing page, you will need to select the layout link in the edit section page of the landing page. Next, you will have to click the Add Section button, and then after you've picked the color you would like that section to be, you can then click the Add Block button to start adding micro content. How to edit micro content on a landing page. To edit the micro content, you can select the tiny pencil icon in the upper corner of the micro content and then select Configure. From there, you select the Edit button, and then it will open the micro content in the same window. After you click Save, it will direct you back to the landing page, and then you will need to click Save Layout for the update to be saved here as well. Let's talk about link accessibility. Writing for accessibility is more than writing with correct spelling and grammar. It also means organizing content in a way that's scannable and readable. Instead of using the words "click here" or "learn more," it's encouraged to use descriptive text links. Descriptive text links help people understand the context of the link and click before they take action. Describe links that highlight the subject, not the action. A good descriptive link example: contact our agency for more information about local services. A non-descriptive link example: click here to contact our agency for information about our services. To help, we have 5 accessibility checks for content governance as a resource. 1. Page title is appropriate length. Target less than 75 characters. 2. Acquia optimize accessibility error scan. Example of an error message would be, title is short. 3. Title describes the document. Title of the document must be unique and descriptive of the document. 4. Link text is meaningful when read out of context. Text is specific to the page or document. Let's learn how to work with Acquia optimized accessibility site scans. What are accessibility site scans? For the agency websites that are within our team, we currently have them set up to run a weekly Acquia optimized scan. From that scan, a report is sent out to the agency's emails that show the broken links and accessibility errors that were identified by Acquia Optimized and need to be corrected. Next, let's cover how to run a scan. Currently, scans are already set to happen on a weekly basis, but if you just made changes to your website and need to run a scan of your website with Acquia optimized, you can do that using the Start on Demand scan within the Admin Settings section within the Action button dropdown. Let's learn about creating and editing URL redirects. You can create URL redirects easily within the Content drop-down menu. This is great to use to lead users to new pages from old URLs that may be sending them to the 404 page. Just like with a Link It tool, within the To field you will want to make sure not to use the URL but instead actually search for the title of the page so that it can find the node and number. An easier way to create URL redirects for a page on your site is to go into the Edit field of your page, and then within the sidebar navigation under Menu Settings, you will also see the URL redirect field. When you click Add URL Redirect, it will open a pop-up window. In that window, it will already have the correct node page number within the To field, and all you have to do is add the new URL string/extension. For our final lesson, let's go over how to create reports of document clicks and 404 page traffic, which can be used for creating new URL redirects that can lead users to the correct page they may be looking for. We will be using Google Analytics and Google Search Console. For agencies that are on the DX platform, their Google Analytics will already be set up, so all you will need to do is go to your Google Analytics page. To get the document report to see the user traffic to the documents on your site, you can follow these steps. Step 1. Connect Google Search Console to Google Analytics. Select gear icon on the bottom left of the page. Then locate the product link section to select Search Console to connect it to Google Analytics. Step 2. If it doesn't appear within the Reports section, you can wait 1 day for Search Console to appear in Google Analytics Report Library. Step 3. Within the Report section, select the Search Console to open the drop-down, then select the Google Organic Search Traffic. This is where you can search for the word media, which will show all of the organic traffic to the documents on your site. Step 4. Download the report. After you have your information searched, you can download this report by selecting Share This Report symbol on the upper right corner of the screen, and a side menu will appear where you can click the Download File button. We will now go over how to create a report that locates the 404 pages users go to within Google Analytics. Within the Engagement section dropdown, you will select the Pages and Screens button to see what are the top 10 pages users are accessing your site. If that page is leading to a 404 or leading to an outdated page, then you can select that path and use it to create the URL redirect on your site. Another method to locate the URLs that are leading to 404 pages is by adding the title and then page path to the report. Once that is added, you can next search for the title of your 404 page. Typically, the default name of the DX platform 404 pages are "Please accept our apologies. We can't find that page." Once you add this into search, the report will show you all of the URLs that are leading to the 404 page. You can then take these URL and go to your site and create your URL redirects so that these broken URLs can instead lead users to the new live pages. This now completes the DX Course 3 training. All of the information covered within this 3-part course is also documented on the dxtraining.iowa.gov site as well.